Chapter 197. Can't figure it out too. He absorbed the life and death goo greedily and took down Yuanzhong's storage ring. I will split the items inside later as a reward for this operation. As for the corpse, at this point, he took out a black token. After activating it, the void twisted, and a grayish-black vortex appeared out of thin air. Lu Jiu, I smell blood. A buzzing sound came out from it, making people feel fear. Hungry Ghost Emperor, this person burned his nomological power and blood essence. However, he is a nascent soul body after all. He should still be useful to you. Lu Jiu politely threw the head and headless corpse in. Golden blood. Unfortunately, the essence blood is gone. This can only be considered as a small snack. A black claw stretched out from the darkness. It was exceptionally huge, and its nails were sharp and blood red. Compared to it, Yuanzhong's corpse was like an ant. The latter grabbed it and threw it into the darkness. Many thanks to the ghostly emperor for the reward. A voice thanked him in unison. Then, Yuanzhong's corpse shattered into pieces and was disintegrated by an unknown thing. If there's nothing else, I'll close the passageway first. Lu Jiu held the token and said, Wait, Sect Leader Lu. Another cold, then deep voice sounded, Miss Yu. Are you interested in coming over? I've prepared something fun. I have to cultivate. I don't have time to go to the spirit space. Lu Yuyu refused. When did Miss Yu change? This is the first time I've heard you say that you don't have time to play because you want to cultivate. The cold voice chuckled. Don't you know people change? Lu Yuyu pouted. Play by yourself first. I want to form my golden core as soon as possible. Alright, I'll come and find you in a few days. I'll give you some treasures that can help you form your core. Lu Jiu closed the passageway and took out a golden dragon spear. This Dharma treasure has a masculine yang nature. It's suitable for moving mountains. Do you want it? There ain't no need. I don't lack Dharma treasures. Moreover, these are the Yi family's inherited Dharma treasures. It's easy for the Yi family to target me if I hold them in my hands. It's better to sell them. Moving Mountain Daoist shook his head. No matter which sect it was, one had to pay a certain price to obtain something. It was just that the price was more or less based on one's status. This golden dragon spear was a numinous artifact that belonged to the Yi family. They would not give it up so easily. He did not want to pay too much for a troublesome Dharma treasure. Alright, I'll leave it here for now. Next time, I'll hold a nascent soul black market and see if I can get rid of it. Lu Jiu waved his hand and the golden dragon spear flew out and stabbed into a huge pillar beside him with a crack. The latter let out a low cry, as if it was unwilling to give up. However, it was not a spiritual treasure with intelligence. Without its master, it could not do anything. Now, let's split the spoils of war in the storage ring. He took out the last item and began to count it. Of course, this included San Shi's. Time passed. San Shi, who now had nothing to his name, and Yuanzhong, who also now had nothing, continued to fight in their soul state. Compared to the battle with the blood-robed old ghost that ended in just a few days, it took an entire month for San Shi to exhaust Yuanzhong to death before devouring him. It took another half a month to digest Yuanzhong's memories and residual power. Only then did San Shi end the possession process and slowly open his eyes. It was pitch black outside, but San Shi could still sense an ugly ghost head facing him. It seemed to be drooling. San Shi wanted to curse on the spot. Not only did he not get any spoils of war this time, but he was also suppressed in this dark place. At this moment, his nomological power was sealed by the array formation power, and his body was also suppressed. It was difficult for him to even move. He felt as if a huge mountain was pressing down on him. Not to mention the golden core realm, even a nascent soul realm cultivator could not withstand it. This is great, I don't even have the strength to move, I can't even die. San Shi cursed in his heart for a while and looked around helplessly. In this dark place, there were many evil spirits surrounding him. They were all drooling, clearly wanting to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Looks like I can only use the Ragnarok I drew last time. I didn't expect that my first time using it would not be on the old witch, but in this damn place. San Shi opened the system interface and checked Ragnarok special skill. Ragnarok low level, a special rule type skill. For being immune to control of those below the nomological realm. It can also burn one's essence, energy, and spirit. When used, combat strength will double. Its cooldown is 2 hours. Immune to control. It shouldn't be a problem without specifying whether it's array formation control or other forms of control. He tapped on this skill with his divine consciousness. Do you want to use this skill? Of course. Sanshi chose yes. In the next moment, his body, which had been sealed by the array formation, suddenly emitted a golden glow. A domineering power that could destroy and disregard everything suddenly erupted from within. The sealed power in Sanshi's body instantly loosened and boiled. He became twice as powerful as normal and was comparable to an existence who had just entered the nascent soul realm. The surrounding sealing power was illuminated by the golden light and melted on the spot, losing all effect. Sanshi's eyes lit up as he regained his power. He stood up and slapped the drooling ghost head into pieces. The surrounding ghost heads were a little dumbfounded. They had formed the array for so many years that this was the first time they had encountered such a situation. The guy was clearly suppressed, but now he was suddenly not suppressed anymore and even jumped up to blow up a ghost head. Damn it! Don't you know that your mouth stinks? Why are you still so close to me? Sanshi did not leave immediately. Instead, he scolded the ghost head who was too close to him before taking a step forward. Then, the powerful explosive force created a golden crater in the surrounding ghost fog. Then, he shot out like a cannonball. Roar. The surrounding ghosts came back to their senses and roared as they rushed over, wanting to keep Sanshi behind again. The chains that filled the sky danced and fell from Sanshi's head. A strange scene appeared. When the chains landed on Sanshi's body, they were unable to trap or entangle him. A strange and mysterious force prevented them from sealing Sanshi. It was truly a sight to behold. Damastith, Sanshi imitated a game character and shouted happily. The feeling of using his ultimate skill was too good. He felt like his entire body was on fire, and his body seemed to have become taller. If he was given an axe, he probably could cut through everything. The chains above his head could no longer stop him. A huge hole was created in the grayish-black fog. He was like an unstoppable meteor as he rushed out. Even sound could not catch up to him. Sanshi even felt that he was about to break open space. Of course, this was just an illusion. He was just much faster than before, exceeding the speed of sound. In just a few seconds, he crossed thousands of feet in one breath and rushed out of the abyss, arriving in the valley. As soon as he broke free from the array formation, the Ragnarok skill ended. Sanshi immediately felt half of his strength dissipate, and he returned to his normal state. Sanshi hovered in midair, still unsatisfied. He looked around. At this moment, he was in an unfamiliar valley. No, it should be said that he was outside a huge sinkhole. The buildings he saw were basically all in the valley. Many cultivators and ghosts were attracted by his movements and looked at him in surprise. What are you looking at? Haven't you seen a handsome man before? Sanshi was in a bad mood. At this moment, he had a stomach full of anger that he wanted to vent on the people of the Heavenly Ghost sect. How did you get out of the ghost pit? Wasn't he sealed by the array? What the hell happened? At the tallest part of the building, Wuxia had just absorbed Yuanzhong's life and death. Guan was consolidating his realm when the communication token suddenly jumped out. Sect Master, something bad has happened. The person in the 100 Ghosts locking mountain formation has escaped. A slightly flustered voice sounded. Blood-robed old ghost, impossible. How did he come out? Even if has in the soul transformation realm, he won't escape easily. Wuxia subconsciously did not believe it. Sect Master, I don't know what happened either. The latter smiled bitterly. I only saw him shoot out of the 9 nether ghost pit with a swish. Has still laughing at us. Wuxia immediately swept his thoughts and discovered Sanshi in the air. His expression immediately turned strange. That shouldn't be the case. No matter who wins or loses, it's impossible for them to escape the array. What went wrong? Not only him, but the other higher-ups were also a little dumbfounded after receiving the news. No matter how hard they racked their brains, they could not understand how this person came out. Could it be that the array was broken and this person took advantage of it?